Today, we will reflect on the remarkable story of one of the greatest companions of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, a man whose life teaches us that nothing in this world is more valuable than the pleasure of Allah. This is the story of Mus'ab ibn Umayr, R.A. Mus'ab ibn Umayr, R.A., was born into one of the wealthiest and most respected families in Makkah. His parents loved him dearly and gave him the finest clothes, the best perfumes, and every comfort imaginable. Among the youth of Makkah, he was known for his elegance, noble character, and luxurious lifestyle. Then came the day that changed his life forever. News began to spread throughout Makkah that Muhammad, peace be upon him, was calling people to worship Allah alone. Secretly, people would gather at Dar al-Arqam to listen to the Quran and learn about Islam. One day, Mus'ab, R.A., decided to visit Dar al-Arqam. As he listened to the Prophet, peace be upon him, reciting the Quran, its words touched his heart deeply. Without hesitation, he accepted Islam, knowing that he had found the truth. But accepting Islam in those days came with a heavy price. At first, Mus'ab, R.A., kept his faith hidden. Eventually, his mother discovered that he had embraced Islam. She was furious. She locked him inside the house and pressured him to abandon his faith. She warned him that if he refused, he would lose his wealth, his status, and every comfort he had ever known. Yet Mus'ab, R.A., remained firm. He chose Allah and His Messenger, peace be upon him, over everything else. As a result, his family took away all his wealth. The young man who once wore the finest silk garments was now dressed in simple, worn clothing. The person once known for expensive fragrances struggled to find enough food to eat. The companions would later say that whenever they looked at Mus'ab, R.A., they were reminded that true honor is not found in wealth, but in faith and steadfastness. Later, Mus'ab, R.A., migrated to Abyssinia along with other Muslims to escape persecution. Even far from home, his commitment to Islam never weakened. Then came one of the most important moments of his life. A group of people from Yathrib, later known as Medina, accepted Islam and requested someone to teach them the Quran and the religion. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, chose Mus'ab ibn Umayr, R.A., for this noble mission. Think about that for a moment. A young man with no army, no wealth, and no political power was entrusted with spreading Islam in an entirely new city. His greatest strengths were his faith, wisdom, beautiful character, and knowledge of the Quran. Mus'ab, R.A., traveled to Medina and began inviting people to Islam with kindness, patience, and sincerity. One day, two influential leaders of Medina, Sa'd ibn Mu'adh, R.A., and Usayd ibn Hudayr, R.A., approached him with anger, intending to stop his preaching. Instead of arguing, Mus'ab, R.A., calmly said, "Why don't you sit and listen for a few moments? If you dislike what I say, I will leave." They agreed. Mus'ab, R.A., recited verses from the Quran. The powerful words of Allah softened their hearts. Before long, Usayd ibn Hudayr, R.A., accepted Islam, followed shortly by Sa'd ibn Mu'adh, R.A. Their acceptance of Islam transformed Medina. Soon the message of Islam spread from house to house until almost every family had heard about the religion. By the permission of Allah, Mus'ab ibn Umayr, R.A., became one of the greatest reasons why Islam flourished in Medina before the Prophet, peace be upon him, arrived there. When the Prophet, peace be upon him, later migrated to Medina, he found a community already prepared to welcome Islam. Then came the Battle of Uhud. During this difficult battle, Mus'ab, R.A., was entrusted with carrying the banner of the Muslim army. Even in the fiercest moments of combat, he refused to let the banner fall. He fought bravely until he attained martyrdom in the path of Allah. After the battle, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, came to see him, his eyes filled with tears. Mus'ab, R.A., who had once lived in luxury, did not even have enough cloth for a complete shroud. Whenever his head was covered, his feet became uncovered, and whenever his feet were covered, his head was exposed. The Prophet, peace be upon him, instructed the companions to cover his head with the cloth and place grass over his feet. Mus'ab ibn Umayr, R.A., left this world with very little of its wealth, but he earned something far greater, the pleasure of Allah and an everlasting place in Islamic history. His sacrifices helped prepare Medina to become the center of Islam, and his legacy continues to inspire Muslims around the world. Lessons from this story. True wealth is faith, not money. Those who sacrifice for Allah never lose. Allah rewards them in ways beyond imagination. Kindness, wisdom, and good character can change hearts more effectively than force. And finally, one sincere believer can become the reason an entire nation is guided. May Allah grant us the ability to learn from the lives of the companions of the Prophet, peace be upon him, and to follow their example with sincerity.